Hey everybody. Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry that I have not had much... Wait, what the... Why is my mic all the way down here? That's a little bit too low. Let's get this where it's supposed to be. Huh? Is my mic where it's supposed to be? It's a little low. So I don't have a mirror. I'm going to use my cell phone as a mirror. Low tech. Yeah, low tech. No, too much. The fuck. Over here. Yeah, it's this. I don't like this much as the DPA 4065. The new DPA Define is, it moves around. Like the 4065, you can move up and down, and it did move around. But this one moves around. It kind of, meh. What are you gonna do? All right. So. Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry I haven't made time for more board repair videos. This move has been costing me a lot more than I thought it would in both time, sanity, and above all, money. So I have been too busy to like really get back here and do videos the way I used to where I explain things. My apologies for that. It's probably going to be like that for the next few weeks. There's a lot of multitasking that I got to do and a lot of catching up that I got to do if I'm going to make this work, both logistically, financially, and for my own sanity. That being said, let's get into a board that was driving a couple of people here a little crazy that I thought would actually be, even though this is more of a basic concept, it's just a basic no backlight repair, it's something that I think may trick some of you, because if it was able to trick all of us, then most certainly it's going to trick many of you. So here we have what seems to be a basic board no backlight issue. So I'm going to take this board out of the case. I'm not going to take it out of the case. I'm just going to move it over here so that you can see what it was that we were working with. And of course the cord is not going to reach over to where I need it to. We're gonna fix that. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. Really haven't had time to mess around with my office recently. I haven't had time to do anything in my office recently, but anyway. Come on. So the microscope camera, shit, looks like I need a new fast fan spin, no chime, any ideas? Do you have a Pro? Do you have an Air? Do you have a... I can't answer that, man. I'm sorry. Like, you need... Do you have CPU V-core? Do you not have CPU V-core? Do you have corrosion? No corrosion? Like, that's an open-ended thing, and answering that is going to take me about 20 to 30 minutes, which unfortunately I can't do in the middle of a stream. But I genuinely appreciate the 2 pounds. But yeah, you need to give me a lot more information than that, and that's really not something I'm going to be able to answer while I'm fixing this board. So I'm going to probably need a new HDMI port on this thing as well. So let's go over this. So it looks like we've got some basic soldering going on here, and it looks like most of the primary damage was right over here near where the machine is going to let backlight voltage through to the rest of the backlight circuit. This is where it's going to let the battery voltage through to the rest of the backlight circuit. So let's just go over a little bit of how this backlight circuit works over here on the schematic. I'm going to bring that up on the screen so that you can all see. You're going to have the schematic only in the beautiful Paul Daniels software. Now this here is the backlight circuit. This is a DC to DC boost circuit. Yes, high voltage. That did have a proper HDMI input. So this is a DC to DC boost circuit. What it's going to do is it's going to take the 8 volts coming in, and it's going to turn it into 27 or 25 volts on the output. And I went over how that works in my older videos regarding the backlight circuit and the DC to DC boost circuit. Now, the area that has most of the damage to it is right over... Yeah. My Stream Deck isn't working, is right over here around the Q7707 area. And you can see that there. Look at that. That's all kinds of messed up. And it looks like a lot of the work has already been done to reattach all that. So what is that for? Why does it matter? Great question. If we switch back to the schematic, you'll see that this is a transistor, and this transistor is going to be used to take 8.5 volts from the battery and send it into the backlight circuit. This transistor is going to decide whether or not it's going to open and allow the battery power to go through there. So if you tell the machine, turn off the backlight after a few minutes to save power, then this transistor is going to close. Why am I going to waste power sending it through the backlight circuit for nothing? Or if you have the machine actually physically closed, then it will do that. Now, in order for this transistor to open, this over here is a P-channel MOSFET. And I went over this in one of my basic electronic series videos on what a transistor is. So over here you have the gate, the source, the drain. Gate, source, drain. If you're unsure which pin is which, you can always Google that specific transistor and it will tell you which pins are which. Sometimes on the schematic it will tell you, like this, gate, source, drain. And sometimes it doesn't. So if you're ever unsure, you can always Google the model of that transistor and find a datasheet. Now, this is a P-type. That means it's going to open when the voltage on the gate is lower than the voltage of the source. So how is this going to work? Well, this transistor is going to be permanently shut because you have R7788, and R7788's job is going to be to make sure the voltage in the source is always the same as the voltage on the gate, right here. Now, this second resistor down here is going to change all that. R7789 is going to turn this into a voltage divider. You may recognize this as a voltage divider in one of my older videos that I did called What is a Voltage Divider? That will explain how this works. Now, for a voltage divider to work, it needs to be attached to ground. The way this works is you have the high voltage in the top, where you want the lower voltage to be in the middle. And then between this resistor and ground, you put another resistor, and that is going to lower the voltage. So this is going to lower this. Coda Tutorials for £1. Thank you very much, Coda Tutorials. I appreciate that. I will put that towards the moving budget for new place. Thank you. So this over here is going to lower the voltage. So instead of having 8 over here in the middle, so you have 8 at the top, you may have 5 or 4 or 3 volts over here, depending on the value of these two resistors. But in order for this to be a voltage divider, this has got to go to ground. So how's this going to get a path to ground? Great question. You have Q7707. Q7707 is an N-channel MOSFET, not a P-channel. What this is going to do is when you have the voltage in the gate higher than the source, it will allow power to pass through. And over here, the source is ground. Ground is 0. So anything's going to be higher than that. So if you have these two signals, EDP, backlight, enable, and that stands for embedded display port, not emotionally disturbed person, that is going to allow the power to go through to ground. And once this can go through to ground, then you'll have 2 to 5 volts over here, which will mean the power on the gate of this will be lower than the source. And bam, everything works, right? So let's take a look at where things went wrong here for this machine. So when I plug it in, I'm just going to plug this thing into my power supply, turn on my power supply, turn on the Paul Daniels software that will allow the multimeter to show up on the screen. Turning on that Paul Daniels software. Where is that Paul Daniels software? You'll notice that at backlight output, I did not hit. People, it looked like I forgot to hit the record button, so we're going to be doing that again. Are you all okay with a rerun? Great. Now that we've established that you're okay with a rerun, let's run through this board repair again. I forgot to hit record. I'm such a noob. Okay. Time to hit record again and hope that I'm actually recording this time. Ooh, and it looks like when I hit record, OBS froze. Oh, yay. Go OBS. It's your birthday.